It is so good to have you aboard with me. My name is Mr. Gravy, and welcome back to another 5-minute or less card review. This one being a little bit different. We've got the fourth inning programs here. I'm gonna give you a quick review on these cards and tell you which one I think you should pick, and then if you should pick up any of the other ones after. So when you look at these three cards, I think the one that sticks out the most, because we just saw him recently, is the FRANCO. So we'll just start there. This is a card that if you liked the other 99 card, or if you've used the 92 card and you liked him, this is a card that you kind of know what you're getting with, right? Nice leg kick, got a good one-handed swing. He's a switch hitter. He's got 100+ contact on both sides, pretty good power numbers on both sides, incredible vision if that's a big deal to you, and absolutely terrific fielding. Like, this fielding will play pretty much anywhere between these three positions that he's got: shortstop, second, and third base. As far as his speed goes, 84 is pretty good. If he gets paralleled 5, then he's at 89. That's really, really nice. His steal has something to be desired, so this isn't a guy who's going to steal a bunch of bags for you. But when his card gets upgraded, you're looking at one of the best shortstops in the game right now, probably the best shortstop in the game. A little bit maybe better than Trevor Story. This is a card that I think is, if you pick this card in your fourth inning program, I think it'll be good. However, I almost want to tell you to wait for a sale on this card, just because so many people are going to pick this card that his price will tank. I think you're going to see this card under 100K, and that's going to be a really good pickup for you down the road. Next card I want to take a look at is Eddie Murray, and this card is something that I think a lot of people look over when you look at these three cards, but this is probably my pick for the fourth inning pack, and here's why. Right now, if you don't have Big Papi, the collection reward for the American League, if you don't have that Big Papi card, then you're probably going to be using Jim Thome, Lou Gehrig, or somebody else, maybe even Babe Ruth at first base. When you don't have Big Papi and you look at the overalls and you look at the kind of diversity, this is right here, you're looking at easily the best first baseman in the game outside of Big Papi. This is a card that does have a pretty good swing. Some people really love this swing. Other people hate it. In the past, I haven't loved it. This card in particular is 100 contact from both sides, obviously. 125 contact left, 104 power left, 101 vision. This is a card that can play in an elite level, even if you're playing on legend difficulty. If you do make it to World Series, this is a card that can absolutely play very, very well. This is a switch hitting first baseman with really good defense. And a lot of people know that defense isn't as important at first and third base. But when you do have the option to get a gold or diamond fielder at first base, you're going to see better animations across the board. You won't have nearly as many of those ground balls that you get the scripted, oh no, I'm missing it kind of animation, and he will have some really good reaction time. So this is a card that won't let you down on defense, has incredible side-handedness on both sides, really high vision once again if you're big into that. This is a really, really, really good card, and for me, it's my pick for the fourth inning program, and then I'll be buying FRANCO. Okay, here's another card that I was sure 100% Christy Mathewson was going to be better than he looked, and in the past his card's never been good, but he's got that screwball, and you immediately got to think of a guy like Fernando Valenzuela, who is so elite with his screwball. And you look at the pitch control above me, it's 99, 90. I mean, these are really good control. So he's a pinpoint master. He's got really good full break on the screwball. It doesn't get any better than that. Forcing fastball, 12-6 curve, and changeup. Now, I don't know if you guys used Brent Honeywell in the polo event, but Brent Honeywell is a right-handed pitcher who also has a screwball, and it just seems like, for whatever reason, when you use a right-handed pitcher with a screwball, it doesn't break the same, it doesn't look the same as like Fernando Valenzuela would. Now, do I think this card is good enough to be used? Sure, absolutely. If this is somebody that you really love, if you loved Christy Mathewson in the past, this is the best version you're ever going to see of him. If this is a card that could pitch in any rotation, in the sense that, I mean, his sinker's good enough, it's going to have a hard break to it. Think like Greg Maddox break, and he's going to have good differentials with that fastball getting all the way up to 95 miles an hour. So overall, I think this is a solid card. Is it a card that I think you should pick out of the fourth inning pack? No, it's a wait for sale for me, obviously. If you can pick this card up for cheap, maybe 50K, less than that even, absolutely must buy. I think with the stamina, he's got really good per nines. If you're able to locate with him, really good. But that screwball really just seems like a beach ball out of his hand, which is so shocking considering just how good Fernando Valenzuela's screwball is, and he's not even near this card in terms of how he looks on paper. So overall, those are my breakdowns of the 3 bosses from the 4th inning program and which ones I think you should take. For me, it's between Franco and Murray. I'll probably be going Murray because I don't have David Ortiz, but if you do have David Ortiz, you could go Wander Franco and then buy Eddie Murray for cheaper. It's kind of an either or, just depends on what your team needs. For me, I'm going to be picking Eddie Murray and I'm going to be buying Wander Franco, and I might just buy Christy Mathewson. If you ever want to see these cards live when I play, I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mr. Gravy, 2 A's and Gravy. I'd be more than happy to have you aboard. You can watch these cards play live. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, happy hitting, have a good one, and be safe.